Hi, welcome to a video of my flea market finds for today, Sunday, October 17th, 2021. So I went with no expectations this morning to take a walk at the flea market, and I actually thought that I arrived a little bit late, 10 past 7 roughly. My intention was just to walk once and go to another store to run an errand, a store that opened at 8 in that area, but I actually never had time to because I spent 3 hours there. And this video goes backwards because the good stuff is at the beginning and the meh stuff is at the end of the video. Sorry about that, but I insist on doing them in chronological order. So here, the table that has the great but expensive stuff had a box of old magazines and books, and we had these absolutely rare and astonishing magazines called Disque-Ton. So I'll be switching French and English because this is too interesting to just explain in French. Donc ici j'ai une pile de 11 magazines Disque-Ton qui était à l'époque la seule revue musicale complète, qui était un magazine de musique québécoise des années 60. On voit souvent des références dans les compacts disques de réédition de chansons des années 60. Là. On trouve, par exemple, le CD des lutins vont dire que telle chanson était numéro 1 au palmarès selon le magazine Disque-Ton. Fait que j'en avais déjà entendu parler, mais j'avais jamais vu le magazine. This is a French-Canadian music magazine of the 60s that was a reference for music, and you had the charts, monthly charts, and a lot of photos. Sometimes I see compact discs or even records of the period had photos used from this magazine. My goodness, I can't stop. I haven't looked at see, you had some charts. You had like American charts and local French or French-Canadian charts. So it helps date records, knowing when they start charting, and because records did not have any dates back then. Here we have Labelle. The middle guy there was René Angelil, Céline Dion's husband and manager. Anyway, and so I was very excited. I saw 11 of them, and they range from May 1964 all the way to June 1965, with only a few missing in the sequence. So I said, okay, I know that this will be expensive. How much I want to pay for this? So I said, it's easily weighing, judging how thick it was, the number of pages. Said, I'm willing to pay $3 each. This is amazing. So I asked the guy, how much for the 11? Oof, give him in his hands. He looks at them for 20 seconds, and it says $30. I start laughing. That's almost exactly how much I wanted to pay, because and I've explained why I was interested in them and everything. So I got these 11 magazines for $30. Then I went to another table, found some CDs. Oh yeah, actually from that nice guy, but I always arrive too late. I've missed a box set of Offenbach compact discs. Offenbach being a rock band, Quebec rock band of the 70s and 80s. But he had two that I got for fun for $1 each. This one I was glad to get. I didn't have yet. It's I pick up all the Daft Punk records I can find, or CDs. So this is Random Access Memories with Get Lucky. Not as good as their previous albums, very repetitive, and it's mostly for the mood. It makes good background music, but some maybe after listening to it a few more times, there's a few tracks that will come out. I like the last one, Contact. The build up in it is kind of cool. Touch, I'm trying to remember. Anyway, I still enjoyed it. It's a long album, 73 minutes I think. And this is just one of those budget compilations. I only got it because it has Bo Diddley by Bo Diddley. I don't have it at all, so I got it for Bo Diddley. So $1 each. Then again $1 each. I went to a table. The guy had, you know, these little things that you pull out to get cassettes out. He had like a double one and a single one full of cassettes. Quality stuff like Hard Rock, Rush. I'm trying to remember the other bands because I do remember he had Plume La Traverse, which is collectible here in Quebec, and he had several Plume La Traverse. He has a lot of Offenbach, again that band. Trying to remember. Anyway, quality stuff, like very good tapes. And he offered for me the whole lot for $20. I think it was the same guy who sold me the 78s in albums, but I'm not sure. I have a terrible memory of faces. And anyway, so I only pulled out the two I needed. I got here Plume La Traverse Insomnifère, Métamorphose 3, 1984 album. I don't have that on vinyl. I was trying really hard to remember if I had it or not, but I don't think I have it on vinyl at all. So, and here a Beach Boys album I don't have. I decided to pick it up for fun. The Beach Boys, Keeping the Summer Alive. I think the year is 1980, I think. Yeah, 1980, Brother Records. So I got only those two. And 5 minutes later, I was like 2 tables further. I saw some guy going away with the 2 crates of cassettes in his arms. I knew it. I knew it would go fast. Further in another table, I got another box of the last type of masks I bought. The first box of masks I bought was crappy because the paper got wet where you after breathing in it for a while. I tested one of those out of the last box I bought the last time while I was there this morning. So when I saw the seller selling more of these, I pulled off my mask briefly to check it, and it wasn't wet, so I was glad. So I bought a second box to replace the other brand. Anyway, very boring, like I said. And I passed by the guy who sold me these, and he says, "Oh, I thought of you earlier. I found in the box 4 more. They were set. I didn't check everything. I should have, but he found 4 more. So he graciously let me have them for $12, $3, because I've explained to him is $12 okay, because the other lot came to a bit around $3 each, a little bit less actually. So I could see in his eyes he wanted a little bit more, but he let me have them for $12. So March 64, April 64, and we have March 65 and May 65. So if I put them together, which I didn't want to do until I do my inventory, they start at March and April here, and here we have May 64 all the way to March 65, which is right here, and then we have May 65 and June 65. So I'm missing April 65 in this sequence. So maybe there was one more in this box that I missed. Next week, if he's there, I'm going to ask him if he has more, and I'm going to offer him $5 for any extra that he finds. These are incredible. Like ads for records. Of course, if you're not French Canadian, you don't give a crap about these, but they're absolutely amazing. And the photos, stars of anyway, and you have this chart every. This one was on top. The Beatles, Les Classels, a very popular yeye band of the 60s, when they got their hair white, bleached white. Damn. Yeah, les Beatles connaissent un succès plus grand que le fameux Elvis Presley. The Beatles are bigger success than Elvis. No shit. Anyway, and then so I got 4 more, so that was another great purchase. Another table, I got this vintage fruit container, York, the one with the peanut on top, and it's a smoothie, probably early 80s. It's a new shatterproof jar, so it's plastic. So it's just as they just started switching from glass to plastic. I remember that. That's my. And then he had a whole box of brand new brushes for the blackboard. I only bought it because even though it's not vintage. The wood on it is much cheaper than what I remembered at school when I was a kid. I have some chalk. I have some colored chalk, vintage color chalk. I have another one, a vintage white box of chalk. I mean, a box of white chalk. So this will go well with it. Eventually, I'll put everything together. So $4 for the 2 items, $2 each. This I have no idea why I picked it up. Once I got home, I said, I think I have that already. You see, because I did buy this. Yeah, I recognize it, but it was $1. There's 2 discs in there, 2 DVDs. I couldn't leave it there. But I'm an ex-Roger Rabbit collector, stuck with a huge collection of Roger Rabbit stuff downstairs, tightly packed in the closet. It's for sale if anyone's interested at a loss, but local pickup only. I don't have the courage to pack my collection. I have a 5 feet high Roger Rabbit plush. I have a fragile video store display when the film came out on tape. Anyway, and another table, box of 45s at 25 cents each. I went through it and I picked up this very common record, but I said, I don't think I have this. Patti LaBelle and Mcdonald, On My Own. One of the rare songs of the 80s I actually like, that brings relatively good memories. And I think I know why. It does not sound like 1986. It's a timeless ballad, like, and a good one. Oh, Burt Bacharach, that's why it's so good. Okay, I get it now. So, and that was the last purchase. So you see, it's anticlimactic. It would have been more interesting to go that way. But I need to show them in chronological order. So I'm rambling now. I'm just very excited about these magazines. Damn, it's so hard to... Les Eccentriques. These guys had pink hair. I have both of their albums. Oh my goodness. Wow. Yeah, Michel Louvain was a big star here. He died this year, I think. Iris Robin, Tony Mascarelli. I know all these people. I have records. Ginette Renault was still is a big star. Greatest singer, female singer, province of Quebec ever had. Or it's just not quite as a big star as Céline. Again, Classel, Jenny Rock, Joël Denis, all people I know, all people I collect. So thank you for watching.